We are the Black Sheep. Thank you for tuning in to another episode here on Energy Radio, DH1 TV Network. We got an amazing show for you guys today. We have a lot to talk about, a lot going on, and we only have an hour to take our time with you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you follow DH1 TV Network on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow Energy Radio on all social media platforms. Check us out on www.energyradio.com, dh1tvnetwork.com. You can follow your girl on at sugar_Cosby on all social media platforms. You want to drop your social media?
Oh yeah, definitely, yo. You can check your boy out on Instagram at I'm_A_brown_guy.
Right.
Yeah, it's your girl Miss Raya MS_RAYA_87.
And it is what it is. We are the Black Sheep. Thank you for tuning in. We got a crazy show for you guys today. It's time to get straight to it. Let's talk about Mr. Cruz, Senator of Texas. He has been facing a lot of backlash because he decided to go on mini vacation, recently with his daughters. Now, there's no problem with their vacation. The problem is the timing. Mr. Cruz decides to go on vacation during one of Texas' most trying times currently. Right now, Texas is going through unfortunate frost over freeze. Mm-hmm. You want to go ahead and explain the situation, Miss Raya?
Well, basically, they got hit with a winter ice storm. They wasn't expecting it. It was something that they never really had to. Everybody know Texas is a very hot state. You know what I mean? So they never had to experience like freezing cold weather. Their pipes are not built like insulated. So a lot of pipes have bust. A lot of the water companies have shut down and cut complete water off to certain areas because they don't want to damage their water systems. Eventually everything will pass over. So a lot of people, just like I said, they're in their cars. A lot of people, like Sugar had mentioned earlier, it's fatal. It is something that, is terrible, and the mayor is not doing anything about it. As you know, Texas is not backed by federal electricity. With that being said, they don't have the resources and the backup generators that will protect a home and electricity at times like this. So this is the outcome of it, and the senator, I believe, is not doing anything about it. No one's stepping up. They're just ordering trucks and stuff for bodies.
I just got a quick question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you said they're not backed by federal. So as far as people getting, I get to have to get their own privatized electricity, or like how does that work?
Well, they have their own electricity system set up, which is outside of the federal government. Okay. So it is just something private. Okay. You know what I mean? So the whole state is ran by that, and I believe that it ties into another electricity power source that they receive from beneath them. That's like more south, and that's what's going on. So they're not backed by the government, so they don't have. If all them power outages, the government will come in and say, "Hey, look, we need to give these people." What they paying for. You know what I mean? To make sure they're always going to have electricity or somewhere to go that will have consistent electricity. They don't have that. So they're looking for the, senators or the politicians to help them.
Right. Yeah. Which that's their job to do. Their job is to govern over the people. And which I said, a lot of people take positions where they don't really intend to do well by the people that they're supposed to care over. Unfortunately, this is one of those positions that affects so many different people. The senator decides he's going to go on vacation, and he made a statement like, don't quote me on this, but it was something in the sense of, I had it, my daughters requested it, so I did it. And if you have it, I suggest you do the same. And I'm like, well, everybody doesn't have it. I'm looking at videos online from people begging other people who have electricity, who have heat, to let them in. I have seen videos of people's roofs, ceilings caving in, water coming through their walls, everything being destroyed right in front of their eyes, having nowhere to go, nowhere to take refuge, Where is the support and the help? And this is all going through a pandemic. Mm-hmm. This is all going on through coronavirus. So it's like, wow, this is a big smack on the face. We're going through this. We're dying. We're going through these problems. Sickness is sure to come with loose water everywhere. Yeah. And the pipes were not isolated. So it's like, it's really dangerous situation, really messed up situation. And the way that he's handling it is, I'm sorry to say it, but he's acting like a Trump supporter. Okay? Straight up like that.
And
This
straight
is
up
true.
like that too. Look,
Yep, so this is definitely true. I don't understand how, where are the hospitals? Don't they all have backup generators no matter what? You know what I mean? It's because some people, it was about 60% of people do not have power. 60%.
Word.
that's crazy. And to think like Ted Cruz went on vacation on taxpayers' dollars.
Right, and these are people they're not used to this kind of weather. They're not used to this kind of environment. Their pools are freezed over, and they're not even used to frost. Not to mention agriculture wise, their crops are frozen. There's things that are naturally happening right now that haven't happened in centuries. So this for the governor or the senator to be so lenient about it, and not only to be lenient, so careless. And to go on vacation while his people are suffering, it shows character. It shows his lack of response, his lack of empathy towards these people, and it's just sick and it's sad. That he's really, and then did you guys hear that he decided to fly back the next day, but he was actually booked for three
the whole weekend.
Yeah, he was booked into the whole weekend, and he
Yeah.
decided to fly back the next day. He said that those were his original plans, but the paparazzi got a hold of those that record, the information, and he actually was not supposed to come back for the whole weekend. So he was supposed to be out there, and he flew back once the meme started. So shout out to Twitter.
Damage control.
Shout out to
The
Twitter.
internet wins again.
The internet definitely wins again. So next up, I want to talk about hate crimes against Asian Americans, how they are on the rise. Many say more policing is not the answer, though. Okay, so since the start of the pandemic last spring, Asian Americans have faced racist violence at a much higher than normal than previous years. The NYPD reported that hate crimes motivated by anti-Asian sentiment jumped 1,900% in New York City in 2020. Stop AAPI Hate, a reporting database created at the beginning of the pandemic as a response to the increase of racial violence, received 2,808 reports of anti-Asian discrimination between March 19th and December 31st, 2020. The violence has continued into 2021. President Joe Biden has signed an executive order to denounce anti-Asian discrimination shortly after taking office in January. First, I want to say, what does taking an executive order denouncing anti-Asian discrimination, what exactly is that? I mean,
Mike?
is that just
No, you go ahead
is
first.
is that Joe Biden executively saying I denounce Asian discrimination? Is that him?
He would be the one to give the executive order, from what I understand.
But denouncing it means like you're just not
You're
not
not
with
paying
it.
attention with it, or
Yeah,
you
you're
don't care nothing
denouncing
about
it.
it.
Like
But
if
it-
somebody
but-
was to denounce their throne, that's like with what's his name?
Okay, so basically he's saying this is wrong. We're not doing that, but we're still doing that because it's increasing. You know what I'm saying? The numbers of now I don't know if anybody was paying attention to not pre-pandemic, but early pandemic when Asian America not Asian America, China, when they were under the impression that Africans and African Americans were the sole. For a while, people thought that we were the carriers of the coronavirus, and we spread the coronavirus, and it was our fault. They were basically discriminating against African people in China. They were beating them. They were stopping them from purchasing goods and supplies for their homes. They were evicting Black people. And they were doing a lot of things. And now, here in America, you see it being like reversed. And it seems like we're doing that to them. Either way it goes, it's wrong. Either way it goes, whether it's Black people, Chinese people, white people, Indian, it's wrong. We are still people. There's only one race. It's the human race. And the way that we treat each other should really open the eyes of a lot of people. It's just wrong. It's wrong. We can't expect to do to others as they do to us and expect better results. You know, we have to do better to get better. And with that being said, the increase of Asian Americans facing racist violence is just, you know, it's appalling, but it's definitely something that we need to look into, and we need to, when we see it, we need to stop it, because those Asians, these are American Asians, by the way. Not. I'm not saying that they're different from Asians, Chinese Asians. I'm saying that they came here with open minds to live amongst everyone, not just live around Chinese people, even if they do live in remote sections like Chinatown. They came here with the willingness to get to know other people, and American Chinese, that I don't feel like they should be treated the same way that a Chinese person should be treated, or not even should be treated. Nobody should be treated like that, but that's just my personal opinion. Anybody got to say anything about that one?
Look, we all live under this creed that we're all supposed to be treated equal, this, that, and third. We know that's not the case.
Yeah.
So, I guess we just gotta make do with. I mean, what we dealing with, because, I mean, we got to remember, this country is coming off of Trump being president, and him just setting us back, like, what, 50, 60 some odd years? Like, the type of racism, well, it's not even the type of racism, it's just that the racist came out into the open, and he exposed a lot of it. So, I mean, Joe Biden said he can unite this country, and for that to come out, that's not a good look.
I'm waiting to see it.
Right, there you go.
We're all waiting to see it, because Joe Biden made a lot of promises. So did his buddy Kamala. But we had a lot of talk about here on Black Sheep about the Kamala and Joe Biden.
I see those stimulus checks lowered again.
Yeah. Oh,
I think they're down to $600 now.
again?
Oh yeah, we were supposed to get the $1,400,
14.
and allegedly, now everyone will just get $600. So
Again?
your check won't be.
Bro,
It's not the $2,000 that he promised. He's only giving us $1,200.
1,200.
So we already got the $6.
That's
Now we're going to get 6 more.
Okay, so I want to bring this up again. In the previous episode of the Black Sheep, I brought up the fact that Donald Trump held on to our stimulus checks for months. I probably like 6-7 months. He dangled the $600 over our heads, and a lot of people needed it. So we were all waiting for it, subscribing to YouTube updates and everything. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden used that to get your election, to get your vote.
Yeah. I'm going to give you $2,000. Everybody gets $2,000.
Meanwhile,
A big old bonus, one-time payment, $5,000. $600 is on its way. It was recently passed, and you should be expecting it shortly. Check with your local bank.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Uncle Joe, I'm just waiting for you to cancel student loan debt. What's going on with that?
Oh,
He went against it, I thought.
He
He
did.
did.
They denied
They
it.
denied it.
Wait.
Student loan debt.
It's no student
recovery.
loan debt recovery at the moment. Please continue making payments as soon as possible.
As soon as possible, okay? And I'm pretty sure that the rent forgiveness would probably, that bill will probably get thrown all the way out.
All the way.
Yeah, so there go Uncle Joe, you guys. There go that good old Joe that we knew he could
Oh,
be.
so he already lying, huh?
He
Already
already
lying.
He
All right,
already showing
Joe.
that ass.
He's saying that he is not agreed with all of the terms, and that's why he denied it. If they go back and figure some things out and move some things around, he may.
But that's not what he
Not
said
if
while
not
he
if
was
they
campaigning.
increase it.
That's not what he was saying when he was campaigning. No.
That's not what he said.
Come
He
on,
said
Joe.
Americans deserve more than $600. That's what I heard. I heard him
He's
say
giving
that.
us more than 600. He's giving us 12.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying?
He just split it up. Isn't he like a cousin
He is
that
like
owe
a
you
cousin.
money? Like I know I owe you 1,200. I'm gonna give you 600 now, and then give me a couple weeks, and then I'm come back and bring you the rest.
See, y'all coming, y'all doing them good. I'll just be like, look, as soon as I show up, you better have my money.
Yeah,
You
I
gonna
need-
pay
I
what
need
you
it
owe.
full. I need it hello. Okay, so let's go into the next. New York City waitress fired for not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, as unconstitutional as this might seem, I just did my research on this. First of all, let's talk about Bonnie Jacobson, the Brooklyn manager She worked at a tavern. She said that she was trying to conceive of a child. Her and her husband decided that they were going to start in August and decided not to get the COVID-19 vaccine, as it has not been studied on pregnant women at all. So pregnant women are advised not to get it, or women that are trying to conceive. So she refused to get the COVID-19 vaccine and was fired from her job at a tavern. Now, I thought it was so unconstitutional. I'm like, how can that be? Now, I read that companies can fire you for not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. The EEO makes it clear that termination should be last resort. The vaccine has not been studied on pregnant women, so pregnant women are advised not to get the vaccine. So, and that's the information that I got from the internet. So yes, if your job is threatening to fire you for not getting the vaccine, you can be fired for not getting the vaccine. But please understand, because I am not an advocate for the COVID-19 vaccine. I myself opt out of the vaccine. I'm not getting it. And my children will not be getting the vaccine either, because it's experimental and because they don't have enough studies for it. And I don't want to make my kids guinea pig. When you get those vaccines, you sign a waiver, basically relinquishing anything that happens to you, and basically you can't sue Pfizer or Moderna. My problem with that is that I've seen a few videos. Now, this is not the majority. It's actually the minority of people that are dealing with side effects from the COVID-19. But the COVID-19 vaccine has been giving people neurological issues. People have been posting from all over the world, these chronic shaking and, not being able to talk regularly after getting the COVID-19 vaccine. And these symptoms and these signs usually start 24 hours after being injected with the second dose. So please be careful out there. I know that society is pushing the vaccine. A lot of people are going out to just get it because they're so sick of COVID-19. Please be more careful and be more cautious. America has effed everyone over and over. It's historic. 1994. Come on, syphilis, all this stuff. We've been experiments of everything. Don't let them inject your babies. Do not inject that stuff in your body. Let them test it on people first. When you go get the vaccine, you're basically saying you're a test dummy anyway. Mm-hmm. You're a guinea pig.
Well, it's a tough situation for me personally because, my father's going through his health issues and whatnot. He's in a rehab facility. And, when the weather starts getting nice, they're going to allow outside visitations. And they're saying that if you don't get the COVID vaccine, you're not going to be able to visit your loved one. Now, on the one hand, I do. I love my pops. I miss him. And, hopefully, he gets everything together. But at the same time, it's like, they're really forcing you to take that shot. Like, how? Now, I'm with you, Sugar. I've opted to not take it. I know what I'm doing. I'm making my own decision. But, still, for them to even put you in a situation like that, that's crazy.
Word. And I don't personally trust it. If you tell me that you want to give me a bag of marijuana if I take this shot, or you're going to get these prisoners out of jail for this shot, or you're trying to give me a vacation to take this shot, I'm not doing that. First of all, I love my life. I love being regular. Okay? I don't want to walk around like, I'm not trying to be funny, like I have Tourette's syndrome or some kind of neurological issue, which the vaccines are giving people. I don't want to walk around like that for the rest of my life, and then by choice. To live like that for the rest of my life, knowing that I optionally injected my body with this drug that changed my life completely. I am not doing it. I need to see more study. I need to see them study. I need to see people die after taking it. I need to see people coming, pregnant women. I need to make sure that their children come out with all their toes, no neurological issues, no superpowers. I need to make sure that people come when they die, that they stay dead off this, because to be honest with you, I keep saying that, and I know I'm a The Walking Dead fan, but this is how all zombie apocalypse start. Them trying to find a cure. I was about to say it. I am Resident
Legend.
Evil.
Well, I didn't see Resident Evil.
Look,
so
and
I
then
don't-
20 weeks later, everybody walking around like, yeah.
Exactly.
No,
Trying to bite your head off. Like, we not trying to go through that.
not at all.
That's
Word.
like
Listen, know before you go. I know a lot of medical facilities and people that is in the medical field working in those facilities, they will be mandated to take it. And I also know they do not have one for children. So anybody under the age of 16 is not even asked or forced to get it.
But their immune systems are so pure.
No, they
wouldn't wanna
not
do that to them.
Well, they're saying, you know how they got flu shot for kids.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying is they haven't developed one for kids yet, only 16 and older. And the kids doesn't have to get it, but they're saying most kids already have an antibody to it.
how is
that's
that even
great.
possible? Though?
Mutation.
They're saying that they was just already born, like we were born in a different era. They probably was already exposed to it because they already had been in the air for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like, yeah.
And plus, it wasn't affecting children like it was affecting adults anyway.
nearly no kids really got it. A couple babies from their mom being pregnant, but I think it was like maybe 10 people over, like 10 kids over the whole wide United States that actually was sick.
Well, let me just say this: I ain't nobody's guinea pig.
I'm not a guinea pig either.
Well, I don't get shots. I don't like needles. Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay, so next up, let's talk about Miss Taylor Dumpson. Miss Taylor Dumpson became the first black female student body president at the American University. She fought back with legislation, and then she agreed to accept an apology from one of her tormentors. Now, I watched a video concerning her. First of all, I was actually Googling Miss Taylor Dumpson because of her achievements of becoming a student body president of American University and also becoming, a student there altogether. Now, she is an AKA member, which is a notorious HBCU fraternity, and she was on campus, and coming onto campus, she was seeing bananas hanging from trees with AKA on it, and she was being tormented by her fellow students there, and the torment went viral, and after it went viral, she was the target of a hate group. They targeted her, and the one person, well, she filed a lawsuit against everyone, and she won the lawsuit. All of the people that
I think it was not. They were. If I'm not mistaken, I think they were either Nazis.
Yeah, they were Nazis.
Or neo-Nazis, but either way.
they were definitely neo-Nazis, and
Wow.
The guy that basically ran their website was the one that
was directly.
directly coming for her straight, and they had that website has mad power, so he was basically just sending people.
They were sending her the
people
social
out
media, her address, her phone number, personal information about her. They were.
I ain't like that.
But we're supposed to be living in a post-racial world, though, right?
Absolutely.
Well,
Well, the lawsuit was settled. She did get, I think, $750,000 for this lawsuit.
Wow.
But one of these neo-Nazi bullies actually approached her. She didn't give us the name of who it was, but they came to her with a sincere apology, which is very, very noble, something that we really rarely see,
Never see.
with racists, that they apologize for the things that they do. So I just thought that would be a good story to announce today, because it showed strength, it showed growth. He did something wrong, and he was a part of this hate group that thrives off of hate,
this is true.
and he saw it in himself that he did something wrong, and he apologized for it. So that was very, very noble. She accepted the apology. It was a face-to-face apology from this person. He still had to pay up that money. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So shout out.
Do you believe the apology was sincere?
I believe the apology was
I don't think
sincere.
the apology was from that guy.
No, it wasn't the main guy. It was one of the people that tormented her and harassed her online. But she did receive an apology from one of several people, because the lawsuit did have a couple of people up in there.
Wow.
Okay.
Right, and that's.
I
his
mean,
school.
I don't know about it being sincere. I don't know him. I don't know how he said it. I know that apology and none of that money that she got can even calculate to what she could have thought
Humiliation,
and felt,
scared.
and everything. Her
You
life
never
being
know.
tortured, and you know what I mean. So it's definitely not worth it. However, I hope that it gives her some comfort. I hope it gives her some peace, and she uses it to build a platform to keep awareness and to also just encourage other people. Like, it don't matter if people think you can't do it, still go and try. Still go and go
Facts.
do it. Still become that president of that university, and,
Facts.
and let everybody else keep coming.
Facts.
And also, just to know that AKA, just for people that don't know, is a black fraternity.
Right.
So, that is they're a target. Like they I mean, I know she was the, you know what I'm saying?
He's saying that the fraternity is a target, period.
And she went to a predominantly white school.
Exactly.
It's weird. It's not weird. It's not weird.
No, it's not weird. It's
We know what it
regular.
is. We know what it is.
It's regular.
Right.
It's crazy.
regular.
It's crazy, but I'm happy for her. I'm glad they were. Hey, at least they were punished.
Right.
I mean,
Yo.
I'm here for the settlement. You know,
Right.
I'm glad she got that because she might have not got that.
It's been changed.
Facts.
Things have been different a
Go-
little bit lately.
Yo,
I'm not
Ed,
gonna lie.
listen. You see, they giving out some money, but I think it's all just like, huh, take this money. We still gonna keep doing it though.
Right.
That's my
what I'm
problem.
saying. And
I don't
they're
care
gonna
about
up.
the settlement.
They're gonna up the violence.
If you're
Watch.
going, if you can change it, keep the money. If you can change it, and I ain't got to worry about my son or his son or their son or my daughter's friend or them being able to go home or go out and be regular. Like if I knew they was safe, you could keep that money.
All
Because
right.
that's what I really want.
And being that you just said that, let me say this: being that family feels safe and everything. Now look at the effect. Now that you got a bunch of pissed off neo-Nazis or white supremacists or whatever you want to call them, that's gonna take this as an insult, and they're gonna hopefully, fingers crossed, that they don't do anything. But I mean, just keep an eye on that situation because you never know. Like this could be
Right.
the little things that set the people like that off.
This is true. We watch out. Like, we always got to be safe anyway. So
Right. That's what I'm
just
saying.
stay safe. That's all you can ask.
That's what I'm saying. So, Miss Sugar Cosby, are we ready to go? Because I guess I'll
Okay,
go.
so well, I want to talk about the this just in. A Pennsylvania police officer is facing criminal charges after posting a video of himself fighting with an officer during the U.S. Capitol insurrection. So PA was in the building. Another one bites the dust.
Yo,
guys.
it's not even funny no more. Like,
It
it's
is
just
funny.
sad. It's sad
No,
because
it's just
you had
like-
Marine veterans there. You had FBI agents there. You had people that were screaming Blue Lives Matter saying F the police that day. They charging the Capitol because, well, some of them said Trump told me to. This is what came out of their mouth. Trump told me to. Now,
They're
they
leaders.
couldn't. They acquitted him of the charges of what happened that day because they technically couldn't prove that he told them march to, am I right, Miss Ray? He didn't
Right.
tell them to go to the Capitol and tear some stuff up.
Now, I'm saying they didn't have that proof. But did he incite it? 'Cause
He
he said, I think I had heard on some type of something. He said on TV, right? He said that I can't tell you what will happen if I don't win. I just know that some things are going to happen. That's what he said. Some things happen when he didn't win. But I don't know if he told them personally,
I
because
felt like
maybe,
he was cheerleading.
maybe he was the orchestra, maybe he was the choir.
He
Definitely.
He
This-
was like,
hey,
I'm not telling you to do it, but if I wave the wand this way, then you can do
Bro.
it.
Let's see
This-
what this happens.
his administration was a circus and he was a lead clown.
Yes, and this is true. And this is what they wanted. They allowed him to run. So thank you for just showing us once again why we are who we are and you are who you are.
Hold on.
Because we would never.
Right.
I mean, us as the most least educated people of the world. I mean, like, you would think that would be a decision for us. But you guys made
What?
that mistake.
Mike,
What?
I have to say this. This is the black sheep, bro.
Oh, he about to come crazy.
Joe Biden is our president now, bro. Remember what he said?
What?
People, he said to black, didn't he say black people? You're not black?
Yeah, you're not black if you
If
don't
you don't vote for
How
me,
do we
yeah.
all feel as a collective group of individuals.
Well, he's not the first one to say something stupid like
He's
that.
not the first
I mean,
one,
how
and
feel
we
about-
always
no,
vote for the
I mean,
people
how
that
we
say
feel about
stuff
him
like that.
So far.
We always vote for
I want
them.
to say how we feel about him so far.
I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
I think he was the wrong choice. Shit.
Okay.
I told you. How many times do I have to say
I feel
this?
like he's
we
Trump
had
Jr.
two. We had two bowls of crap, and Joe Biden was the raw. Yo, it smells like crap. It probably tastes like crap. Then you had Joe Biden. It was dressed up, nice up. You can still tell
It
it's
was pretty
crap. Yeah.
It
So
was crap with dye on it.
yeah.
Well, my grandma had taught me a long time ago, believe some of what you hear and all of what you see.
Okay.
We ain't seen nothing, and that's why the elections are unfair for me. Like, you didn't even do anything yet.
Right.
Can we give them a trial run? Can they have a 30-day or a 90-day,
Well,
grace period where you have to prove
That
yourself?
should be the competition.
Right.
I ain't messing with him because
Actions
You
speak
know-
louder than
See what
words.
you doing this
Like, let me see what you do in 90 days to back up what you have stated and fought for a whole year of consistent running in the debates and everything and running in a whole election.
And let me just hold on, and let me just say this real quick. And I know Joe Biden, he was campaigning, he was doing a lot of things, especially he was trying to get the black vote heavy. He gets into and this is nothing against the LGBTQ community. I don't want no smoke, but
you
yo,
watch your tone.
listen, he definitely is looking out for the LGBT community, and he ain't really did nothing for black folks. He ain't did nothing.
And we was the majority.
Hey, listen.
Campaign.
Again, I have no problem with the LGBTQ community, but
I gotta make sure that they still come into our communities the way that they were doing during campaign. I need to see that Kamala still doing her same interviews with the HBCUs and going out there supporting the young black girls. I want to see that. Have you seen it since they've been elected?
We gotta give him. I signed.
I thought we had to
Oh,
give
we
them
gonna
30 days.
Yeah, let's
you
get.
know.
Let's get. It's past 30 days, ain't it?
he ain't with students
It's
though.
not-
He ain't.
No, it'll be 30 days tomorrow.
The reason I
Okay.
say
He-
he grace period is because every president claims that
He-
he has to clean up what the previous presidents did, or whatever the case may be.
Attempt to
No.
try to make things, but that's what he
but-
did. He did reinstate Obamacare, which we know helped a lot of people. He did do that. It was moving back in, and it was going to help a lot of people who didn't have insurance,
Right,
which was
Trump
millions,
wanted it going.
to
Yeah.
go in, and now they can get help with being cared for. And a lot of people were sick with COVID, or a lot of people experienced COVID more than once.
But I mean,
So-
besides that, like what?
Yeah, because it's different.
Well,
shit.
I'm just saying.
No,
he did
I
that
know you're
one
trying to
thing.
find. I know you're trying. I know. Listen, keeping
He did one
Obamacare,
thing.
keeping Obamacare was a big deal because there's a lot of people that would not have had health insurance
Is
if
this
it
the
were
black
not for.
sheep?
This
Yeah.
is.
Can
This
Ms. Ray
is.
say one thing?
Yes,
Can I give y'all a brain teaser, and then y'all let me know what y'all come up with next week,
let's go.
and we're gonna talk about it?
Okay.
So, is anybody else wondering that if Biden is in the chair now and he was already the vice president, why was he with Obama?
He was just trying to get ahead.
Ain't y'all think about that? Like,
Yeah,
damn,
but
So,
I
so
let
let
me-
me.
and how much do Obama agree with him?
Hold on.
Because he said that he was gonna get back in chair and finish what him and Obama had started. That's what he had said.
But what did they start?
Ed, did you hear something about like that? Because I thought he had said.
So now-
Things should be different
wait,
because
so
the
wait,
Democrats
wait.
got the House.
That's a big statement there because now it brings Obama's presidency back into relevancy.
It
you
does.
have to think about what Obama did throughout his presidency, and now our President Biden, who said that that's what he plans on doing, to continuing their little, thing. I see what's up.
Facts. All right, well,
Well, we'll keep y'all posted.
I got a shout out, yo. I want to shout out Miss Lauryn Hill real quick.
Okay.
Miss Lauryn Hill was
Education.
the first female rapper to ever go diamond after selling over 10 million albums in the U.S.
Shout out to
Shout out to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That was a big album.
Salute, Queen.
Yes. Now, being that she did say that, they announced on the 16th that she had became a diamond, honoree. She's the first female rapper to do it. But, there were questions asked after that, and they were negative. They were kind of like, well, how come your record label hasn't pressed you to do another album since? And she said, well, her record label album gave her the freedom to dip into other music, but didn't really press her for another album because they didn't think that would hit as big as it did.
Yeah, but that's Lauren.
Yeah.
If
But
she
you
put
know-
an album out right now, I'm buying it.
Yeah, but you know what it is? They underestimated her, but that's cool. Because look, she diamond now.
She diamond.
She and that
And the-
record
and the
label,
only
and
female
that
rapper
record
to do
label, she just gave y'all a whole lot of clout.
The only
Whole lot
female
of clout.
rapper to do it. So Miss Lauren Hill. We appreciate you.
Salute you, Queen.
And
Just open mad doors. Shout out
yo,
to
Mad doors.
what?
Now everybody gonna be dying.
Like, bro,
What?
I-
Wait.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
No, go.
What?
Bro, it's sad because you brought up the Diamond and Lauren Hill, and I remember Suge's rant about Nicki Minaj. And I just wanted to say, it's so random. I'm sorry to do this, but it's black topic. A Diamond Princess.
Uh-oh.
Trina.
Was she called that because she went diamond?
No. She
No.
Lauren
Lauren Hill
Hill
is the first
one.
female
You
rapper to
is
do it.
Title revoked. Thank you.
How they gonna take the title from Trina? She's a diamond princess because she likes diamonds.
No, don't do that. I won't get y'all started.
Nah.
Trina.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to do with what he talking about.
For
Trina
real.
come up here tripping like she did on.
Chill. I played
You
Trina
know
yesterday on my show, yo. I got love for Trina, bruh.
For
I got
real.
love for
I
Trina.
think that's what I got.
But shout out to Miss Lauren Hill, man. Going diamond, the first female rapper to do so. Big ups to her. All right, I got another topic to talk about. All right, former college Hall of Famer Herschel Walker says that he is not for descendants of slaves to get reparations. All right, now y'all know Herschel Walker. Y'all know he's a big Trump supporter, and he's never been for people of color to get reparations. And he said because he feels like it'll hurt them more than help them. My whole thing is he don't know. First of all, my whole question is, Mr. Walker, who told you that you were a voice for Black America? The second one, you don't know everybody's situation going on, yo. It's people that's really hurting for money right now, especially during the pandemic, especially what's going on down there in Texas. And the thoughts and prayers with everyone down there in Texas. I got 2 friends that live down there. I checked on them to make sure they were all right. But at the same time, Mr. Herschel Walker, you don't know everybody's situation. Everybody don't have money like you. All right? Everybody just can't go out there and make it happen. Oh, all right, I lost this house. Let me go to another house. Bro, look, what's going to happen is going to happen because they've been trying to get this whole reparations thing passed for the past 30 years. And it still hasn't happened.
Right.
So, all right, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Whether we get it or not, we just going to keep living one day at a time like we always do and keep making it happen. But I just think that, Mr. Herschel Walker, you are not the voice of Black America, and you are a big Trump supporter. So, I mean, look, I'm not saying nothing, but, like, yo, you don't have the voice of Black America. So
Right. And
keep
who-
your
who
opinions
you?
to I can't tell you to keep opinions to yourself because you get a lot of camera time for Fox News, so you say less. Yo, but whatever's going to happen is going to happen with this bill, all right? Whether they pass it or not, guess what? Life still goes on.
Big facts.
At the end of the day, all right. That's all I gotta say about it. I don't like it, because I mean, look, he could probably watch. I bet you he'd be a descendant of a slave, and is he gonna take that money? I bet you he would.
He would. He would.
So
it is what it is.
Miss Ray, how you feel about that situation?
Well, I mean, personally, Mr. Walker, what does it matter to you if it hurt them or helped them? That's not your job and your responsibility because you ain't paying none of the money. 2, everybody else got reparations, why we can't get our reparations?
Ding dong.
I don't understand what the problem is.
They
It's
gave
people that
reparations
really went
that
through
didn't
something.
have
It's
nothing
people
to
that
do.
really seen stuff. People seen, they mom sold and they brothers killed and people hung. Like, I'm trying to understand why we can't get, our piece of the pie or our 40 acres and a mule because everybody else got theirs. That's all I got to say.
Big facts. Big facts.
Big facts.
Okay, so last but not least, a federal judge temporarily blocks South Carolina heartbeat abortion rule. The federal judge blocked the South Carolina so-called heartbeat abortion ban on Friday, a day after it was signed into law. The South Carolina law, the first such restriction passed in 2021 as anti-abortion advocates seek to limit access to the procedure, would block the procedure at the detection of a fetal heartbeat, which occurs around as early as 6 weeks into the pregnancy and before many people know they are even pregnant. U.S. District Judge Mary Greer Lewis issued a temporary restraining order on the law until March 5th. Carolina law now joins 9 other so-called gestational bans, which bar abortions past a certain point in pregnancy, passed in 2019, none of which have gone into effect. Yeah. So basically, they're saying that you cannot get an abortion when you find out you're pregnant. When your baby heart starts beating, you cannot. But South Carolina basically restricted that law. I just wanted to bring that out to you because these are laws that are pertaining to people that of color mostly, because we are the ones that usually go out and get the abortions. Unfortunately, that's something that a majority of us do. Planned Parenthood was definitely organized to keep our numbers low. We've adapted adapted abortion into birth control. It's become a method that a lot of us women of color, Hispanic and Black women, we go out and go get abortions like we're taking a birth control pill. And nowadays, now they're doing home abortions where they take multiple birth control pills, and it's like the same result that you get from taking the abortion pill. So it's a lot of stuff going on.
Wow,
The reason why the abortion became legal is because women were taking it into their own homes. They were doing the wired hanger abortions, where women were getting infections and they were dying. It's just really unfortunate that we're still fighting these laws. It's a woman's body; she should be willing and able to do as she please. Although I do understand the pro-life point of view, it shouldn't be so easy to go out there and just terminate a pregnancy, but there are different reasons why people do get abortions, and like I said, it's a choice, and it should be allowed now. Abortion in South Carolina and North Carolina and some of these states do not provide abortions with social services like Medicaid. You can't use those to get abortions in certain states, and that results in a lot of women having children that they really don't want, and they abuse them.
They can't afford.
Yeah, they it's like it's a catch-2. They legalized abortion so that women can have the choice, so that there wouldn't be so many abused children left in garbage cans, babies being born and dumped into dumpsters. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
This is the reason why they legalized abortion, and that's the reason why people were dying from the illegal abortions, just like they're dying from the illegal butt implants.
Yeah. The illegal drugs, the fake drugs.
The fake drugs, Adderall. Look, what is it called? The fake, they put it in Percocets now. Dang, what is that shit called?
Goodness.
But it's killing it's killing everybody. Fentanyl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're putting that in the fake Percocet pills.
Yeah.
See? And it's
people ODing and they're dying, and people are losing people, man. It's crazy. Like, kids losing their mom, moms losing their daughters. Like,
it's just like, what you said earlier about they're trying to keep our numbers down, man. Think about it. Like, in white neighborhoods, they have fertility clinics. And in black neighborhoods, you have
abortion
clinics, yeah. But in white neighborhoods, they have fertility clinics because their numbers are down when it comes to birth rates. Our numbers are sky high. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because we reproduce like crazy. A species under threat reproduces fast.
Right.
So we were under threat for a long time. Especially American black people. There's families out here that have no history of being transported here via slave ship. So that means we were here first.
Yeah.
Right.
And with that being said, just
yeah, I mean, to piggyback what you were saying earlier, sorry, real fast.
No.
That's the reason why in some instances people were slaves in the North and they don't know how, because they were already here. But it's just that they were tricked. So they was taken captive and made to be slaves.
Right.
Burn it out. Real quick. I just want to shout out to 2 queens over the weekend that put on a heck of a show. Naomi Osaka and Serena Williams. I don't know if anybody watched that
shout out,
match. Now, Naomi Osaka did defeat Serena.
She did.
All right. Now, in my opinion, this tarnishes Serena's legacy none. All right. She has none to be ashamed of. No. She did her thing. Now, look, at the end of the day, somebody's got to win and somebody got to lose. Now, This is the second time Naomi beat Serena. So, look, maybe she's just younger. Naomi is the future. All right. I'm not saying Serena's the past, but she is definitely still the present. Right. But Naomi is the future, yo. Shout out to Naomi Osaka. She will play Jennifer Brady tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. for the Aussie Open Final. Go ahead, Naomi. Do your thing, girl.
I just want to say, Rest easy, Pop Smoke. Today makes
Oh,
1
yeah.
year he been killed.
Oh, snap.
So shout out to him. After this, I'm about to welcome to the party.
That's crazy that it's been a year.
It is
You already
crazy.
did.
And I also want to pay homage to Sunny Days Media. His father
Yes.
passed away,
Yes, he
Frankie.
did.
I want to
Shout
give
out Sonny.
a shout out to Frankie. Shout out to Sonny. His name is Frankie Sheard. So, rest in peace. You definitely gave
Rest in
birth to a
peace,
wonderful
King.
person. You definitely did your diligence, and you will always be missed.
Shout out to
That was
Sonny.
a
You take care.
blessing.
Yeah.
Stay
was a
strong. We love you here. We supporting you. Anything you need, you know where we at.
Much love.
Word.
DH1 Energy Radio.
TH1.
We family, man.
man.
We family.
Word up. So, when one of us hurt, we all hurt. So, shout out to Sunny Days Media. Shout out to DH1 TV Network
Facts.
for giving us this opportunity. Catch up. Download the for Fire Sticks and Roku's DH1 TV Network. Make sure you catch us online, www.dh1tvnetwork.com. And to make sure you follow us on Instagram, DH1 TV Network, and Energy Radio, _G_radio. It's your girl, Sugar Cosby, at Sugar_Cosby.
Yo, make sure you follow me, your boy Mike, on Instagram at I'm_A_Brown_guy.
All right, it's your girl, Miss Raya, MS_RAYA_87 on Instagram.
And we are the Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
Okay.
Dope episode. Y'all see the